Hello everyone and welcome to this channel. In this video we have to solve for a and b from this equation. So stay tuned and let's learn together. So from the question we were given 5 to the power a plus 5 to the power b is equal to 130. So let's call this equation 1. Then we were also given a plus b is equal to 4. Now let's call this equation 2. So from here we are going to make b the subject from equation 2. So we are going to make b the subject from equation 2. And so we are going to have b to be equal to 4 minus a. Now let's call this equation 3. Now from here we are going to substitute equation 3 into equation 1. And so we are going to have, so here we have b is equal to 4 minus a. So whenever we see b in equation 1, then we put 4 minus a over there. Now from here we have 5 to the power a plus, and then here we have 5 to the power b. So in place of b, we are going to write this over there. 5 exponent 4 minus a is equal to 130. Now from here we are going to use this law of indices. For instance, when we have a to the power m minus n, this is equal to a to the power m all over n. And so we are going to rewrite this term as 5 exponent 4 all over 5 exponent a. And 5 exponent a, this will be equal to 130. Now from here you have 5 exponent a in common. So you are going to replace that with a variable. And so we are going to let y to be equal to 5 to the power a. So from here you are going to have y plus 5 exponent 4 all over y is equal to 130. Now from here we are going to multiply through by y so that we clear off this fraction. And so we are going to have y squared plus 5 to the power 4 is equal to 130y. Now from here let's move this to the left hand side. So we are going to have y squared minus 130y plus, and then 5 to the power 4 is going to give us 625, and this will be equal to 0. Now we are going to manipulate negative 130y, in that we are going to find two numbers that when we multiply we are going to have 625, and then when we add we are going to have negative 130. And so we are going to pick negative 5 and then negative 125. So when you multiply negative 5 by negative 125, you are going to have 625. And then when you add, you are going to have negative 130. And so you are going to rewrite negative 130y as negative 5y minus 125y. So in place of 130, we are going to write this over there. And so the equation now will be y squared minus 5y minus 125y plus 625 is equal to 0. And so let's clean this side. Now from here I'm going to factorize this in batches, the first two terms and the last two terms. So let's go ahead and do that. Now from here you can factorize out y. So y out, here we are going to be left with y minus, then here we are going to be left with 5. And over here we can factorize out negative 125. So negative 125 out, multiplying, here you'll be left with y minus, here you'll be left with 5. And this will be equal to 0. Now you have y minus 5 in common. So I'm going to factorize that one out. So y minus 5 out, leaving y minus 125. And this will be equal to 0. Now from here we are going to equate this to 0 and this also to 0. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're going to have y minus 5 to be equal to 0, or y minus 125 to be equal to 0. And so from here we're going to have y to be equal to 5. Then here we are going to have y to be equal to 125. But don't forget, we let y to be equal to 5 to the power a. And so to be able to find the value of a, we are going to depend on these values of y. Now when y is equal to 5, what are you getting for a? I'm going to have 5 to be equal to 5 to the power a. And don't forget, this is to the power 1. And since the bases are the same, you are going to equate the exponent. And so a will be equal to 1. Now from here, let's consider when y is equal to 125. What are you getting for a? You are going to have 125 is equal to 5 to the power a. Now from here, we can rewrite 125 as 5 to the power 3. And this will be equal to 5 to the power a. Now since we have same basis, we are going to equate the exponent, and a will be equal to 3. So now we have two values of a. So how do we get? Now let's come back to this equation. We are given a plus b is equal to 4. So make b the subject, and so b will be equal to 4 minus a. Now when a is equal to 3, so when a is equal to 3, then b will be equal to 4 minus 3, and then b will be equal to 1. And so we get 3, 1. And from here, when a is equal to 1, what are we getting for b? So b will be equal to 4 minus 1, and then b will be equal to 3. So here we are also getting 1, 3. And so the values of a and b, ab is equal to, we have 1, 3, and then 3, 1. So these are the values of a and b that will satisfy this equation. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and then comment as well. See you in the next video.